Hello and welcome back to Sly 2 Band of Thieves. We are ready to start Operation Thunderbeak.
Come on, chum. Let's get to that water tower.
Let's get to the water tower indeed. I don't know why I started going in a different direction when the game was already programmed to show me where I'm supposed to go. Murray will follow you around and help you out if you ever get in trouble, and he will also follow you on rooftops and whatnot because Murray is actually very athletic, as I've said. He's just so amazing. He can do anything. It's awesome. I love him. In case you couldn't tell. I like how there's actually these red lines around Murray as if he takes damage, but I don't think there's any way for him to actually, you know, like, die or anything.
Jump into my arms. I'll toss you up there.
Thank you, buddy. We just use the aim, just like with the bombs, and press X button to throw him up. You wanna... The aiming's a little bit weird. You don't want to aim too high. If you aim like at the middle like this, it'll pretty much hit the ceiling, I think, so you want to go a little bit lower. It's kind of finicky, but it's weird. For some reason, one time when I played this game, I had lots of troubles with this because I couldn't get Murray to actually throw. Because you press the circle button to get into his arms. So I kept pressing the... Get in the fucking thing! I kept pressing the circle button to try and make him throw, but as you'll see, if you do that, he'll just jump out. It's a way to cancel and make Murray turn around and look really weird. What the... Turn around, Murray. Every now and then I look at a little bit. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and everything. I don't know the lyrics. Will you get in there, Bentley? Okay, I'll try going too high then. Wait, hang on. I'm missing something. How about... No, because you're not supposed to... Or maybe you are. No, you're supposed to jump up there to blow up that hole so you can get in. But Bentley won't come in. Yeah, aim underneath the target. That's completely logical. There we go. Once you blast your way in, like Murray said, then you'll get in and you can fail this throw a lot more. I did not have nearly as much trouble with this. The last time I played this game, fine, whatever. Well, upside down for a second.
I need to focus. Which valves do I turn to divert water pressure from the plaza? To change the flow of water through a valve, I should press the circle button.
Here we have a puzzle, which is actually kind of complicated. This is asking a lot from a kid's game, I kind of have to admit. Even I have to, you know, actually think about what I'm doing here. Our main goal is to get the water to flow through this pipe, which means we need to get something through here. We probably need to turn this one then. I'll get a water through that pipe, which goes underneath. How about, would it help to turn this around? Not strictly speaking, because I need to get from the... If I get it from that one, then it's gonna do this one. I honestly don't really know what I'm doing here. No, that's not gonna work. I don't... Let's see here. We have the water flowing through this pipe, which goes around like so in a circle, and just... Yeah, just that goes in a circle. That's why we don't really have any progress here, because I need to get this one like so. There we go. Oh, that was all I needed to do. I mean, if you don't want to think about it, you can just turn random valves and hope for the best. Usually that works too.
It's off all right. They're already sending out the repair guy to fix it up.
Pickpocket the keys to his repair truck without being seen.
And we are back to Sly. This is something I like a lot about these heist missions. You get to play as all the characters and use all their strengths to do different things. It's really cool. These minor guards are gonna turn away eventually. Go away from the bigger guard. Oh, did he notice that? Yeah, he did. Shit. Okay. Smoke bomb! That's the wrong button. Smoke bomb! There we go. You can see how this is just a completely invaluable move. It's amazing. Especially missions like this where you specifically need to not get caught. And it's not just for the sake of convenience or anything that you don't want to do it. I want to pickpocket the other rat guy just because I do want his treasure. Because money is very important in this game, as I've said. It's kind of boring to be left with not enough money for something if you want it. But he's gonna take the other turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Don't need to kill him or anything. Just pickpocket this guy, and for some reason it's the same kind of key as the fragile ones from before. I don't actually know if you need to not hit this guy, but I would assume so. Now, I didn't hear what Bentley said, but as it happens, we have cheating devices that tell us exactly what we need to do. Hey, buddies!
It's all you.
Let's head out for the repair truck. I'll take the wheel. I know how to drive a stick shift.
But, Mary, no offense, can you fit in that car?
I need to get in position on top of the nightclub's peacock sign for phase 3.
And we're back to Sly. Yeah, I don't really get why you had to actually play through getting to that car. It's a little bit weird, but whatever. A good way to get up to the statue here is to go through the rope here, and then fall down like this. Now, settling on walls like this is somehow a little bit more finicky than it was in the first game, I seem to remember. Like, you don't want to jump too much when you're on those, because it's very easy to fall down then. But whatever, that's just for impatient people anyway. Like me.
I'm in position.
Great. We're just driving up right now. Get ready to grab the tow harpoon.
Yeah, this is a weird mechanic. You don't exactly do this often in this game. We have this harpoon thing, and we need to aim it at Sly. That was terrible. Aim it at Slime so he can catch it. Oh, come on, you could have grabbed it there. Just stretch out your arms. Thank you.
Hook's on. Pull away.
Sly, the guards are onto us. Protect the truck.
There's gonna be a bunch of enemies that we need to kill in order to get them away from the truck. I believe what you're supposed to do is to kill a certain finite amount of enemies before it's all done. It's not like it's on a timer or anything. If the truck gets destroyed, it's restarting the mission, or at least from a certain point. I don't know if it's from a certain checkpoint or if it's from the start, but that's just because... not to brag, but I've never failed this part, Yeah, because this part is definitely, you know, a challenge in the slightest. Wait, can you damage the truck yourself? No, you can't. It's just that the enemies actually got to it for a second. But the truck has a fair amount of hits. There's pretty much nothing to worry about. Also, actually, I should have been using my knockout die, because that's pretty helpful in a situation like this. It's, as I've said, less helpful when there's larger groups of enemies, but it still works very well.
Behold the majesty of gravity and inertia.
That was real subtle, Bentley.
Okay, you jump in, grab the clockwork tail feathers, and we're out of here.
God! So raccooners do this. Rightfully bumming my house up and bringing me down. So very uncool. Why can't you let birds and bees be free, bro?
Listen, Dimitri. You have no idea what you're playing with. It'll bring more than your house down.
Look, bro. I see you are a tough cowboy. A man with taste, style, vision. A connoisseur of finer things. Like me. Look, I'm sure that two cats in a bag like us can work something out. Yeah? We smooth. Look. See the money. You like the money. You can take all you want. I can...
No deal. You and the rest of the Claw Gang have to be stopped. Clockwork will never again see the light of day. Just hand over the tail feathers and we can...
What is this with clocks, bro? Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I beam to you? You think you have juice? Don't show me a little mind when talking about such big things. You think you can swing the bat? Show your bling and let me shine you.
I have no idea what you're saying. And your suit sucks.
No! Let's dance!
If you didn't love Dimitri before, I hope this convinced you. I love Dimitri so much, he's amazing. Raccoonus Dudas. Even. Jeez. Oh, I actually got hit, hey. This is a boss fight against Dimitri. He's gonna be shooting lasers at you, but eventually his finger will explode, or something like that, and you can run over to hit him. The knockout dive is actually a very useful move in this fight. Not necessarily to attack with, but it's a very good quick getaway if you need it. The idea is that you get towards him like this, but once he starts teleporting away again, he's gonna start shooting at you. You wanna hide behind things to not get hit. He's gonna shoot a certain amount of times before he has to give up for a second. And then, be careful because things can break, but they're going to do so only after a little while, and you definitely have the time to, you know, get away when you need to. There we go. Knockout dive is also a good one for getting the first hit, but I wouldn't really recommend using it for subsequent hits. Dimitri has two attacks when he's not shooting at you, and it's the tail swinging thing that you've seen before, and this punching upward, which is, you know, similar to what Sly also does. It doesn't really matter that much which attack he uses, just kind of jump and run around and you're going to, not have a bad time. There are some healing items around this room. I think you will get some if you break things, but I don't think I'm gonna need it, even though I am being very sloppy right now and getting hit a lot. It doesn't really matter because Dimitri's kind of almost down already. We just keep at it like this. His health is going gradually down, you know, as health meters usually do. If we can just get in one more good hit on him, he's done for.
You take clockwork feathers and my counterfeiting operation. It's past tense.
I'm doing you a favor. What kind of thief prints money? There's no honor in that.
You... crackerbox!
We got the clockwork feathers, and for one final time in this place...
My gang and I had done it. The clockwork tail feathers were ours, and Dimitri's counterfeiting operation was ruined. Due to the untimely arrival of Carmelita, my escape got a little tricky. Angry at having just missed me, she took it out on Dimitri, shutting down the nightclub and throwing the frustrated forger behind bars. The gang and I headed out of town for a week in Monaco. I figured the team had earned themselves a well-deserved break.